What is up, everyone? Second video today. I know I'm on a roll, but look, maybe I'm a workaholic. Who knows? That, and it means I get to have a second cup of coffee. I mean, come on, who doesn't want a second cup of coffee? But I need to get the news out to you guys because there's some super exciting news that I really want to share with you guys today, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. They involve Boneworks and Half-Life Alyx. I mean, God, two games that I honestly had a blast playing, and a few more. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into the news. First piece of news. Pavlov has been approved by Oculus into the Oculus App Lab. This is great news. We have honestly been waiting for this for quite some time. Pavlov Shack was available through SideQuest for quite some time now, but I know multiple people that have an Oculus Quest that don't actually own a computer capable of SideQuest. I know, but it's more common than you'd think. And just yesterday posted on the r/Oculus Quest subreddit, hello, congratulations, we'd like to inform you that Pavlov Shack Beta has passed content review and will proceed into publishing review. No further action is required by your team. We will review the applications, pricing, distribution, screenshots, and associated metadata to make sure your app shines within the new ecosystem and meets our guidelines and requirements. This is actually kind of confusing because I thought it passed and got in, and now it seems there's more to look at. But these things seem like things that can be easily changed, like for example the screenshots and the pricing if Oculus doesn't agree with it for some reason. Here we go. Pavlov Shack will soon be available on App Lab. Quite exciting, especially for the multitude of people that, as I said, can't sideload it through SideQuest. This one is really cool. So I myself have never played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but Eddie has a Nintendo Switch and he plays it, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay, and I think it's really cool. Well, we have a proof of concept video that shows the glorious Breath of the Wild Zelda VR mod, and this looks unbelievably good and really exciting. How this would run? Personally, I have no clue whatsoever, because isn't Zelda a Nintendo Switch thing? Like, how is the architecture there even like remotely? It's very confusing to me, but honestly, it looks fantastic. Looking at this video right here, mwah. But, however, don't get too excited. According to the developers in the associated Discord server, it might take a few months, maybe half a year or more, for any kind of playable public release. But hey, look, for some people, like myself, just seeing this in action is enough to get excited, because honestly, it looks really damn good. That being said, the footage in the video above looks stunning already. Breath of the Wild has a beautiful cell-shaped art style which lends itself really well with being upscaled and displayed at resolutions above the original intention. And that is correct. I mean, looking at this video, let me know what you think down below. I'm always really excited to hear your guys' opinions, and you guys will certainly have some really strong opinions on adaptations coming into VR. Some of you might really love this, and some of you might actually genuinely hate it. Let me know what you think down below. This one is unbelievably exciting, but unbelievably exciting on a whole new level, because it is something I completely and utterly did not expect. The Boneworks developers have said that they will probably support the new PlayStation 2 controllers. 90%. They are 90% sure that they will support them. This is like a whole different piece of news. Like, this is a whole new level. Seriously, let me read out their tweet. Well designed. They address everything that prevents us from supporting the Move controllers. Need to get our hands on to make the call. But just by looking at them, I'd say there's a 90% chance we will support them. And underneath this, there's a quote tweet of the new PlayStation VR controllers. Honestly, I'd be surprised if they didn't support them. These things look futuristic as all hell, and I am seriously excited to see how they will work in VR. I'm honestly considering trying to get my hands on a PlayStation 5 just so that I can try have these things in action and review them for you guys. Would you like that? I mean, it's unbelievably hard to get a PlayStation 5 right now, but it might be a little bit of fun trying to go on a journey to catch one. But this is really interesting, because could this mean that we're going to see a Boneworks PSVR port on the new headset? Or are we going to be able to connect these controllers to PC VR and use these controllers with PC VR? This is very confusing on a multitude of different levels, because I think they will definitely not be outside tracked. Like, they're going to be tracked by the headset. We already know that much. So there probably won't be any external cameras to track them, which means we'd have to be able to connect the PSVR to to our PC as well. I honestly don't know if that's going to happen, if Sony is going to allow for that to happen. It would be great if they did. Sony, please make it happen. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think is going to happen, and do you want to see the PSVR be connected to the PC, or would you prefer a Boneworks PSVR port? We have a multitude of options here. The printer is going, it is so silent, I cannot hear it. I replaced the motherboard in it today. It is so silent. I keep thinking it's off. And this one, as exciting as it sounds, Half-Life Alyx 2, or whatever it will be called, is apparently not hot on its heels. Meaning we don't actually know when it's going to arrive. And here is Valve talking about it. They say it is not hot on its heels, but they are excited to keep going. Valve says it's probably a bit too optimistic to think that a follow-up Half-Life Alyx game after 2020's Half-Life Alyx is hot on its heels. The team's Robin Walker said as much to IGN this weekend after taking home the Game of the Year prize for Alyx at the SXSW Festival. When asked if a follow-up to Half-Life 2 Episode 2 was coming in hot after the release of Alyx, the developer replied, "I think hot on its heels might be a little bit optimistic." If you guys want to read this full article, of course it will be down in the description below, as always. But this is exciting, but also kind of, I don't know how to feel about it. Because a lot of people would love a follow-up to Half-Life Alyx. Myself, I would love an update to Half-Life Alyx. Honestly, it is one of the most incredible and fantastic games in virtual reality. Multiple people that I have had try it have said it completely changed their view on how virtual reality works, and I'm sure you guys have had similar experiences, either by yourself or by friends whom you let try it if you own the game. And I feel like people like that and people like myself would absolutely love an update to it. But I do also understand that it is unbelievably difficult to replicate a game like that and also keep up with the demands of the community, because the community has a certain standard set in their head now, and I feel like it's an unbelievable pressure on the developers to have them create something that is better, and I do understand them wanting to take their time on it and maybe not even release it for the next few years. While it would be fantastic to see one, I do understand the problems that arise. But you know what? I'm not a developer, so you guys let me know what you think down below. Once again, as always, I love stirring up discussions in the comments section because I love reading through the comments later on and seeing your guys' opinions, and then from those, maybe I can change my opinions or formulate completely different ones. It's fantastic to be keeping up with the community, and honestly, I am so happy to have you guys here. Now, this one is honestly something that I myself am, well, slightly confused about how to feel about, because Gamescon 2021 is moving forward with plans for a hybrid event. Now, this shows us the beauty of virtual reality and what it can do creating these hybrid events during times like this. But I am also beginning to miss the social interaction and seeing everybody in person. As beautiful as virtual reality is, it's not 100% realistic just yet, and until I can have it be that, I feel like I'm always going to lean towards actual human interaction. But I do realize that some people actually feel quite the opposite and absolutely despise human beings. And while that isn't myself, I know people like that. So this might be quite interesting. Unlike last year's all-digital presentation event, organizers say this year will include an entertainment area especially designed for a reduced amount of on-site visitors, which focuses on testing of new games live on-site, including a digital queue management system. Still, the event plays an instrumental part in giving Europe-based gamers a taste of what is to come. It's also the go-to spot for Europe-based studios, artists, and other industry professionals to talk, shop, and use the event in lieu of flying all the way to Los Angeles for E3. That event is currently slated to be all digital this June, possibly making Gamescom 2021 the year's most important in vivo venue for all things games. Now, I'm really interested to hear your opinions on this one because I feel like people are going to be very split. This is also fantastic because it gives people that can't physically travel to the event an option to be at the event, and that is a huge bonus of virtual reality. For example, if you can't afford the tickets, just slide on the headset and teleport to that location. Honestly, it sounds fantastic, but human interaction. It's kind of a versus, which one you prefer kind of situation. But yeah, that is it for all the news I have today for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. However, I would like to talk to the community just a little bit, because I do realize that the video later on, not everyone saw, and this one is going to appeal to a much broader audience. And to that audience, I would just like to say, thank you. Thank you so much. We are nearing very, very close to 50K, which is a huge, huge milestone. It is halfway to 100,000, and the fact that 50,000 people around the world liked the content enough to subscribe means so much to me. That, and my mom said she's making a cake, and I want the cake. But seriously, it means such an unbelievable amount to me. This past year has just been a year of change, and a year of confusion for me. But I feel like when I record videos, I am happy, and I am doing something I love, and I feel like you guys are on the other side of that camera listening, and it just means so much. Anyway, as I said in the previous video, I'm going to make a full 50K video when we reach that, which seems to be approaching faster and faster every day, and hopefully I don't get too emotional during it. Some people in the comment section will be like, no, you can't get emotional, you're supposed to be a man. No, you can get emotional. Yes, you can. But that is going to be it for today's video. I'm so happy that I got 2 videos released today. Double productivity. And yeah, that is going to be it. If you guys liked it, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. Some people say I go full auctioneer mode on this part, so you know what, maybe I should just go full auctioneer on this part. If you guys are not yet part of the community, make sure to join the Discord down below. Make sure to also join the Reddit down below, where I want to see you guys posting your spicy memes. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300% and merch that doesn't put a huge ad on buddy. This is actually not the merch right now, because my t-shirts have still not arrived. And if you guys want to be notified of extra content coming up on the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button before I ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.